Welcome in, everybody, and welcome to the Fighting's Final. I'm your host, Mike Laurel. Phil's smack around the Mets, belt to ass tonight as the Phils win 9-2. Ranger Suarez was the story in this game. 6 shutout innings. I mean, there's nothing else I can really say. One hit ball tonight for Ranger Suarez. And I'm sorry, it was playing belts to ass tonight. And I'm going to keep saying that because they really smacked the Mets around. And, a little glimmer of hope here, too, because they actually kind of smacked around a pitcher who's kind of had their number over the last year plus. Sean Manaea, they went out there and smacked him the hell around. They jumped on him quick. They jumped on him early. But the story tonight was Ranger Suarez. 6 innings of one-hit baseball, walk 3, gave up, walk 3, struck out a dozen. That's right, new career high for Ranger Suarez. I know you guys are pumped to talk about this. The magic number is dwindling. It's dwindling. So, a couple more of these, and the Phillies will be looking in good shape. And I don't know what the quote is right now. I think it was at 11. So with them beating the Mets tonight, I think it was probably around 9 now. So they just got to keep moving forward a little bit. Every time they beat the Mets, it's 2 games off of that magic number. So they got to keep doing it. And I'll tell you what, not a team in the world that I like seeing get their belts to asses to is those New York Mets. And I feel bad for my buddy Pudgy Mike, but I saw his little TikTok earlier. Mets fans got to be frustrated with Manaea, man. He must really, really be frustrated. Adam C's checking in and says, awesome game. I caught the end, got home from work just now. Oh, Adam, you missed a good one. By the way, kudos, Kyle Schwarber. Schwarbomb number 50 on the season tonight. Congratulations to him. Now he joins Ryan Howard as the only 2 Phillies right now in Phillies history to hit over 50 plus. Why in the world would the Mets pitch Hagerman to Schwarbs? I don't know, man. But I'll tell you what. There's been some things I've seen circulating through social media. And one was somebody on WFAN. I don't know who the person is. I don't listen to FAN anymore. I know it wasn't Evan Roberts. I know his voice. But it was somebody from FAN who was basically saying Manaea just makes the wrong move. Or not Manaea. Mendoza been making the wrong moves at the wrong time. And I'll tell you what. He really seemed in this series so far, man. He really has. Schwarber finally got number 50. That's right, Adam. Noom said Aiden Miller, great first game at Lehigh Valley. Oh man, I might have to check that out and see what he did up there. Great victory. Love Bader hitting leadoff. I do too, Joe. You bring up a great point, man. I mean, such a great point. Harrison Bader leading off. Who, boy, is he a fire? He is a fire plug, man. Leading off tonight, 3 for 5, 2 singles, 2 RBIs. I mean, maybe they might have found something with Trey getting hurt, with sticking this guy up in the leadoff spot, man. He gets on base, and he's quicker than a hiccup, man. Clueless Carlos is what they call him, probably. Ricky, thank you for tuning in. And before you ask me, no, Maddie is not coming on tonight. It is. Or is he? Yeah, I'm sorry. Sunday through Thursday. He will be on tonight. I'm sorry. I got to stop doing that. My days are messed up, man. I've been going straight through since like last Wednesday. So, yeah. He will be on tonight. He will be following me. Guys, if you were tuning in expecting to see Steve, me and Steve just did a switcheroo. I took tonight. He's taking tomorrow. Unfortunately, he couldn't do tonight's game, and I could. So I'm on here with you fine, lovely folks. So when you see it come up, you will see. He says, in this era, Ho Bader works well enough despite being a threat to K. Everybody's a threat to K, though, Nooms. I mean, it's not like it was a few years ago. All right, guys, let's get the Bills out of the way, okay? And we're going to start. Basically, we're on Tuesday, so let's go to Wednesday. And here it is. That's right, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's props, locks, and parlays. Myself and Paul Spencer, we will be back doing our 3 college games of the week, 3 professional games of the week, and that's right, we'll be looking at the best prop bets out there for you to kind of place your shekels on, if you will. So make sure you tune in. And plus, we'll review what we did a week ago as we go forward. So, yes, props, locks, and parlays will be on. That's right, 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Make sure you guys tune in. Thursday, 7 p.m. Thursday, Birds Blast with Kyle Coyne and Matty B. Make sure you guys tune in for that. Can't wait to see what Kyle and Matty have to say this week about week number 2 and those Kansas City Chiefs. I know I have my opinions on that. I will be breaking that down later on in the week. Also, Thursday night at 9 o'clock, that's right, Pat Bernard, Steve Fuentes, the attacking third. Make sure you guys tune into that. That is Pat and Steve will have you covered with all the MLS action along with our great Philadelphia Union. So, this is the okay, yeah, that's that. Where is it at? Friday. Friday is the wraparound with Pat Bernard. If Pat cannot still, if he's still kind of out there in Siberia, I will be taking his show. If not, whoever doing the Friday Night Phillies game, they can just kind of do a wraparound with it. I don't know yet. Got to wait and see. But it'll be somebody who will be here to do the wraparound. So make sure you're there. And Saturday, that's right, Saturday, the Happy Valley Huddle right after Penn State football as they take on Villanova this week. Battle of the Cats. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And, of course, on Sunday morning, P&M in the AM, me, Pat, and Al, we will be definitely getting at you guys and talking everything. Also on Sunday, after us, that's right, we got a new show here. Steel City Sundays, that's right. Make sure you tune in for Pittsburgh Steelers pre- and post-game show. That's right, guys. We are expanding a little bit, and there you have it. You will see Steel City Sunday. Make sure you guys tune in for that. This is our schedule for this week. Put it up there so you guys can see it. But there you go. And this is your final. As you can see, I'm in here tonight. Steve will be on tomorrow. Matty will be batting cleanup on this I guess this 4-game set with those New York Mets. Hopefully, Matty will be going for a sweep. So make sure you guys tune in for all that upcoming action as we have it. So now, guys, let me go to the Broad Street bottom line. Broad Street bottom line is this: Ranger Suarez dominant tonight, and I mean dominant. And I don't care if Matty comes on in about 20 minutes and calls me a homer. He was dominant tonight. This Mets team has really, really hit Phillies pitching. I don't know what he did, but the Mets batters looked off all night. All night tonight, they looked off. When I get into these comments, maybe you guys can agree or disagree with me. I thought Ranger really, really mixed his pitches up good tonight. He had the Mets hitters guessing, and they didn't touch him. I mean, to go 6 innings and give up one hit, and he gave up a single. I was kind of hoping he had a no going, but they were able to go ahead and get through. I mean, they got through on the Phil's bullpen for 3 runs, so I'm a little upset about that a little bit, but yeah. Big time batting today from the Phils. Pitching came through today, which hasn't been a problem this season, but they broke out the boomsticks today on those Mets, and I loved every minute of it. I'm going to do round the bases right now, guys, and then it's all you. How about that? Alrighty, guys. Right now, it looks like there was a rain out in Baltimore today because they have the final 2-2. So I guess that game's going to pick up somewhere later on. I just looking at the scoreboard right here. It says 2-2 final. So, yeah, I guess that game's going to pick up another time. In Cleveland, it was the Guardians shutting out the Royals 2-0. In Miami, it was the Nationals 7, the Marlins 4. As we just all watched down at the bank today, it was the Phillies 9, the Mets 3. in the Bronx right now, it is the AL Central leading Tigers 11-2 over the Yankees in the top of the eighth. Also, in the bottom of the eighth, it is the Houston Astros 3, the Toronto Blue Jays 1. Bottom 9 down in Atlanta, it's the Cubs 6, the Braves 1. On the south side, that game is also that's in the bottom of the ninth, those Braves and Cubs. End of the seventh inning, on the south side, it is the Rays, Tampa Bay Rays 5, the Chicago White Sox 4. Bottom of the fifth in Arlington, Rangers 3, Brewers 3. And right now, top of the first, you have Angels and Twins, Padres and Reds. Both games top of first, no score. 9:40, just about to get kicked off in Seattle, Cardinals and Mariners. Diamondbacks and Giants play tonight, 9:45. Red Sox and Athletics at 10:05. And then at 10:10, it is those Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Colorado Rockies. So there is your post game right now as the Phillies move ahead. Right now, if you're looking at it, the Mets and the Giants are really, really moving up in this National League. I mean, the Mets still have 76, but you're looking right now, the Reds got 72, the Giants have 73. So the Giants were 3 games going in. They win tonight, they're going to be, basically the Reds are going to be basically 2 and 3 games back of this Mets team. So Mets got a little bit of worrying to do. They could be essentially tied for the last wild card going into this series, which I think would be kind of cool. And hear me out on this. I know me and Al have been talking we don't want to see the Giants, but I wouldn't mind seeing the Giants knock the Mets out because I think that, 1, it would be hysterical. 2, the Giants would have to play the Dodgers. And, that's like Yankees Red Sox. So, that would be a really good 3-game set in Los Angeles. And, then you would just have to go from there. All right, guys, this show is now yours. Where are you at? Adam says, you look tired, buddy. I've been tired. Yes. Been out in the sun all day. So, yeah, I hear you on that one. I am a little tired, but, I'm trying to keep the energy going. You guys are keeping me up, so I love it. Eagles fan says, we're going to sweep the Mets from your lips to God's ears. I would love to return the favor this way because all we had to do was hear them chirp about how they swept us in Citi Field. We can easily shut their fans up and go, yeah, but we swept you a 4-game series. You didn't sweep us 4 games. So, again, I would love to see that happen. Mickey Delaney checking in. What's up, Mike? What's up, Mickey? How's it going out there on that left coast of you? The Mets aren't careful. They may be holding the rare flowers in the tomb. Steve, I think they already are, buddy. I think they already are. He goes, I want to see Steve on sometime PM in the AM. You know what? It's his availability. Steve can always come on that. You talking about Steve Fuentes, Joe? If you're talking about Steve Fuentes, yeah, he's always welcome. He don't. All he's got to do is log on here on this app that we use, and he can just pop right in our studio. He don't need an invite. Nobody on this network needs an invite to come on our shows, man. They can pop up. We're me, Pat, and Al. We're like vagabonds, dude. We take everybody. We don't care. He said Solo looked terrible swinging. I don't want to say he looked terrible swinging, but I'll tell you what, those Mets hitters tonight looked like they were looking for something else. Like whatever it was they were going up, or whatever game plan they had to jump on Ranger flipped the script on them because they were off balance. I mean, even guys like Alonso was off balance tonight. Starling Marte, who kills the Phillies, he struck out like 3 times tonight. So, I mean, you got to – I just look at all the normal Philly killers that are in that lineup. Vientos, McNeil, Marte, Lindor. Like, they just did not look like they knew what was coming. They really didn't. He says, what the – is Topper using Banks when Kirk needs that confidence? Again, we can second guess that. I mean, he's going to put his guys in where he's going to put his guys in, man. I just don't know. JT has been calling tremendously. Yeah, I think he has. I think JT had a really good game. I'll tell you what, I thought for sure he had a home run. He crushed that ball. It just went foul. Just went foul. But I mean, tonight, if the Phillies can play like this, they're going to be a hard team to beat. They are going to be a hard team to beat, and I think they may have found some putting Harrison Bader in the upper part of that lineup. You never know. Like maybe you do drop Harper in the third. You know what I mean? And you put Schwarber at fourth. Just saying. You know, move like slide everybody else down. Move. You know, move Schwarber from second. You have Turner and Bader at the top of that lineup. Holy cow. Can you imagine the thievery on the base pass if those guys get on? Holy God. Joe says, I want the number one seed throughout the playoffs. I don't know, Joe. They might not be able to catch they might not be able to catch Milwaukee, man. They're still 6 games behind Milwaukee, Joe. I'll take number 2. Trust me. You know, Milwaukee's still got to play. So, oh, man. So, on that note, again, guys, make sure you guys tune in. Matty B is coming up next on these same airwaves as it's being said. So make sure you guys tune in for Matt. I'm pretty sure Matt's going to have this game covered. Probably going to get you ready looking for the Eagles. Case in point, if you haven't heard, Jalen Carter no suspension, had to pay a fine of $58,000. So he will be playing in Kansas City this week, along with Zadarius Smith and Tank Bigsby also coming over. I don't understand that trade. I don't know why they made that trade, but I don't know why you go out and get Jacksonville's backup running back, other than you think that Will Shipley's going to be out a lot longer than has been, but he says, let me know when you're in Jersey. I'll come see you, Joe. Most definitely, buddy. I will definitely let you know when I'm over there. So, guys, listen, that's going to be it for me. Final score from, he said because Shipley may be out 12 weeks. Okay, well, we're going to save that for Maddie. I'm just giving you the heads up as we lead into Maddie's show. He can answer all those questions about the birds coming up. But again, new birds in the nest. Phils take care of the mutts tonight. That's right. Belt to ass. I'm going to keep saying BTA, belt to ass tonight. And the Phillies win 9-3. Ranger Suarez was simply amazing tonight. 12 strikeouts, 6 innings of one-hit baseball. Let's give it up for those guys tonight. Aaron Nola last night. Ranger Suarez tonight. You got Jesus Luzardo going tomorrow. I think this is going to be a Phillies 4-game sweep. I think the Mets are done as far as trying to be in contention in this division. So the only shot I think I will give them is on Thursday. They got their best pitcher, David Peterson's going on Thursday, but we got our best pitcher in Christopher Sanchez. So I think that'll be a good game as well. But Jesus Luzardo takes them out tomorrow night, and I think right now Phillies are halfway there to a sweep. They got to bury the Mets, and I think I personally think they're going to do it. But we have to wait to be seen. So with that being said, guys, I am going to cut off 10 minutes. Matty B will be back on these same airways. Check him out. Make sure you're there for the final word with Matty B. Guys, it's been great. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Props, locks, and parlays. Me and Paul Spencer. Have a good night, everybody. Phil's win 9-3.